big circles, lifting them right up to your ears. Okay, so all of these stretches are done very slowly. I want you to focus on your breathing throughout, so make sure that you're taking deep breaths in and out. Good, try not to hold your breath. Okay, now I want you to make the circles slightly larger. So lift your shoulders slightly further up towards your ears and roll them further backwards. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, onto the arms. I want you to keep your arms as straight as you can, and you're just going to circle them backwards, reaching up, bringing your arms as close to your ears as they go past your head as you can. Very good, well done. So make sure these are all done very, very slowly. Good, and change direction, okay? So we're circling the arms forwards, again reaching right up to the sky. Good, bring them in as close to your ears as you can. Extending the fingers once you reach the top. Good, and we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay? This time I want you to bring your arms across your chest as if you're giving yourself a hug, and then bring your hands out behind your body. So again, nice and slowly, just over and under. As you bring your hands out behind your back, I want you to squeeze your two shoulder blades together. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, just let the arms relax. We're going to bring our hands out in front of you. So clasping your hands together, keeping your elbows locked in place, and I just want you to circle your wrists. Good, so small circles, done very slowly. Good, well done, and change direction. So again, just small circles, keeping the elbows locked in place to make sure all the movement's coming from the wrists and not the elbows. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, just let the arms relax, swinging by your side, bringing the hands back up in front of the body, clasping again. This time, elbows are locked in place, but we're just going to extend the wrists from side to side. So nice and slowly, trying to keep your elbows still. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, just let the arms relax. This time, we're going to bend the arms at the elbow, bring them up to shoulder height, okay, palms are facing outwards, and all I want you to do is press your hands back, behind your back, hold, and then bring them forward. So as you bring your hands back, you're squeezing your two shoulder blades together and opening up the chest. Good, so just hold it for a second before you slowly bring them forwards, and again. Good, now if you can, try and push your palms further back. Again, squeezing the two shoulder blades together and opening up the chest. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, just let the arms relax out in front of the body, swinging loosely. This time we're going to move on to the spine. So arms are down by the side of the body. You're going to keep your hips in place, making sure all the movement's coming from the middle of the body, and you're just going to turn to look over your shoulder slowly. Again, arms swinging by your side. So very, very slowly, keeping the hips locked in place. And now I want you to try and look further over your shoulder with each one. Good, so try and look a wee bit further, twisting slightly more from the upper body. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay. We're going to move over to a wall now if you have one, okay, just to do another back exercise. You can use your chair for this if you are in a seated position. So what I want you to do, if you are on the wall, you're just going to go into a wall sit position. So hips are against the wall, feet are about shoulder width apart, okay. You're just pressing your hips against the wall, shoulders are back against the wall. You can have your hands down by your side or on your thighs, okay, it doesn't matter. And all I want you to do is, there'll be a curve in your spine at the minute, so you should be able to get your fingers through and touch at either side. What I want you to do is bring your hands out. You're going to push your spine to uncurve it, pushing it against the wall, so you shouldn't be able to get your fingers in there. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then just relax, okay? So we'll go again. So pushing your spine against the wall, so there's no space. Good, and relax. Okay, we'll do about 5 of these. So again, pushing the spine against the wall, So your back is completely flat. And relax. And again. Okay, last two. Good, and relax. Okay, and last one. Pushing the spine right against the wall. Hold and relax. Okay, coming back up into a standing position if you're not in a chair. So we're going to move on to the lower body now. We're going to do quite a lot of work around the hips. So I want you to stand 2 feet together, okay, hands on hips or one on a wall if you need a bit of balance. And you're just going to tap your toe out to the side and then back to center. So tapping your toe out and back. So to start off, you're not tapping out too far. And make sure we're tapping the toe gently. Good, well done. Okay, now I want you to start to tap out slightly further. So really stretching at the hip. So reaching out and back. Again, this one can be done on a chair. Just tap out to the side of the chair and back in front. Good, okay, we're going to change over to the other side. So tapping your toe out to the side and back to center. Again, to start off with, don't tap out too far. Good, well done. Now you can start to tap out slightly further. So really stretching out the hip. And again, if you do need to hold on to the wall for balance for these, that's absolutely fine. Good, well done. Okay, now bringing the 2 feet back together. Hands are on hips for this one. This time you're going to tap your toe forwards and slightly outwards, back to center and backwards and slightly outwards, and back to center. Again, to start off, we're not tapping out too far. Good, well done. Okay, and now as we do the next couple, you can tap out slightly further. So really extend the leg out, extending at the hip. Good, well done. And we're going to change legs. So exactly the same thing. Starting off nice and easy, forwards and slightly outwards, back to center, and backwards and slightly outwards, and back to center. Good, well done. Now start to tap the toe out slightly further if you can. So really extending at the hip, extending the leg. Good work, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, still on the lower body. I want you to bring your 2 feet together. Hands are on hips or on a wall if you need to. And we're just going to push up onto our toes, hold for a second, and then come back down onto the flat of the foot. So up, hold, and back down. Good, well done. Make sure you do hold it at the second. Good work, and we'll do a couple more. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay? We're going to go back over to the wall. So what I want you to do is you're standing nice and close, 2 feet together in at the wall, placing your palm on the wall for support. Okay, you're going to lift the inside leg slightly off the ground, and all you're going to do is push up onto the toes of the outside leg, hold for a second, and then come back down onto the flat of the foot. Okay, so if you're in a seated position, just do heel raises up onto your toes. Good, and we'll do 2 more. So pushing up, hold, and slowly back down. And last one. Good, okay, changing over sides, so just turning around. Again, palm against the wall, lifting the inside leg up off the ground, just very, very slightly. Your toes can even touch the ground if you want, if your balance isn't great. And we're just pushing up onto the toes of the outside leg, holding, and coming back down onto the flat of the foot. Good, well done. So do make sure you pause at the top just for a second before you come back down. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, coming away for the wall, we're just going to do a couple more doubles. So 2 feet are together, hands are on the hips, you're pushing up onto the toes on 2 feet, holding and coming back down onto the flat of the foot. Good, well done. We'll do a couple more. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay. What I want you to do now is you're going to Bring one leg out in front, so heel is down to the ground, the toes pulled up towards you. This leg is straight, the other leg is bent with the foot flat on the floor. And you're just going to slowly slide down your legs with your hands and reach out in front. So just go down as far as is comfortable, down and reaching out. Good, well done. So nice and slowly, focusing on your breathing. Okay, and for the next couple, I want you to try and reach down slightly further each time. Again, keeping that toe pulled up towards you. Good, well done. And we'll change legs. Okay, so exactly the same thing on the other leg. One heel down to the ground, toe pulled up. This leg is straight, the other leg is bent. And all you're doing is sliding down with your hands and reaching out in front. Again, this one can be done on the chair. Just extend one leg out in front of you with your heel down. Again, as before, for the next couple, try and reach down slightly further each time, just making sure that toe is curled towards you. Good, well done, and we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay? So we're going to do some knee work now. So I want you to stand 2 feet together, hands are on hips. You're going to take a big step out with this leg, okay? Big step out to the side. You're going to bend the outside leg, keep the inside leg straight, and then just swap over to transfer the weight. So all we're doing is transferring the weight from side to side. So you should feel your weight move from leg to leg. Have a look down and make sure that your knee of the bent leg doesn't go over the big toe. Good, so just nice and slowly. Good, well done. Keep your upper body nice and straight. And again, focusing on your breathing. Good work, well done. Okay, we're going to bring the weight back to this leg, step in, and take a big step out to the other side, and exactly the same thing. Just transferring the weight from leg to leg. Again, keep the upper body tall. Have a look down at your knees, make sure they're not going over your toes. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay, stepping in. This time, I want you to turn your hips slightly to the side. You're going to step forwards and slightly outwards with this leg. So the heel is down, the toes pulled up. And all I want you to do with your hands on your hips is you're going to shift your weight from the front leg to the back leg. Now, as you move backwards, the toe of the front foot is going to curl up. Good work, well done. Okay, so again, have a look down at your knee. Make sure it's not going over your big toe. And just doing these nice and slowly. Good work, well done. And we're going to change legs, okay? So stepping in, 2 feet are together, moving the hips to the other side this time, stepping out with the other leg. So heel down, toe is pulled up. And again, just shifting the weight forwards and backwards. So have a look, make sure the knee isn't going over the front of the big toe. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Good, okay, so stepping back in, brilliant. We're going to go back to the wall now to do some balance work. So what I want you to do is just stand in the wall nice and close. You're going to place your palm completely on the wall. I want you to lift the inside leg slightly off the ground, okay, just slightly. And you're just going to hold that position there, okay? So we're standing nice and tall. Inside leg is slightly off the ground. Okay, so just working on our balance and our leg strength. If you feel confident with your balance, you can lift the weight off your palm slightly, so you're just on your fingertips. Okay, we'll hold it for about 10 more seconds. Good, well done. And relax, okay? We're going to turn around and do exactly the same thing on the other side. So again, palm completely flat on the wall to start off with. Lifting the inside leg slightly off the ground, standing tall, and just hold that. Good, well done. Again, if you're confident with your balance, you can take some of the weight off the palm, just so the fingertips are on the wall, or you can lift your legs slightly higher. Good, well done. About 5 seconds left. and relax. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go on to some leg swings. So I want you to turn back over to the other side. This time I want you to place your palm completely on the wall, okay? So keep it on the wall for the duration of the exercise. We're standing nice and close into the wall. I want you to lift the inside leg off the ground just slightly and very, very slowly start to swing the leg. Good, okay, so extend the leg out the front with your toe pulled in towards you. And as it comes back behind the body, curl it up behind the hips. Good, well done again, standing tall. So just nice and slowly copy my pace. But if you do feel confident, you can start to swing the leg out slightly further. Okay, so lift it up slightly higher and curl it in behind you slightly more. Good, well done. Okay, just a couple more on this side. Brilliant. Okay, we're just turning back over to do the other side. So again, palm completely flat on the wall. Lifting the inside leg and just swinging very slowly. Good, so make sure to fully extend the leg out the front with the toe pulled in towards you and do curl it up in behind the body as it comes back. Very good, well done. Okay, again, as you start to feel more confident, you can start to swing the leg out slightly further, but keep the pace the same, so nice and slow. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant. Okay, this time we're going to move on so that both palms are flat on the wall. Okay, you're going to keep both toes pointing forwards. You're going to lift one leg up and you're going to swing that leg across the front of the body, keeping the toes pointed forwards. Okay, so off we go. So both palms on the wall, both toes pointing forwards, and again, just very, very slowly swinging the leg across the front of the body. Good, well done. So keep the pace very slow, but again, if you feel confident, you can start to swing your leg up slightly further. Good, and changing over. So exactly the same thing, just on the other leg. Good, so starting nice and easy, not up too high. And again, as you start to feel more confident, start to lift the leg up slightly higher. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant. Okay, this time we're going to move into something slightly different, so into our lunges. So 2 feet are together, hands on the hips. I want you to take a big step out to the side. So you're bending the outside leg, keeping the inside leg straight. Both toes are pointing forwards. You're going to hold it for a second, move back to center, and out to the other side. Good, well done. So if you can't feel it or you want to challenge yourself a bit more, just take a bigger step out to the side. Good, go down slightly lower. If you're in a seated position for this one, just do toe taps out to the side. Good, well done. And we'll do one more on each side. Brilliant. Okay, into squats this time. So you're going to take your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly outwards. You're going to bend at the knees, bend at the hips. Have your hands on your hips just as you sit down and back. So just as if you were sitting in a chair. So just very lightly, make sure you keep the knees pushed out. Don't let them creep in as you come upwards. So as you come up, squeezing your glutes together, I want you to push all the weight down through your heels. Good, well done. Okay, and for the last couple, if you can go slightly lower. So do keep the chest up nice and straight, but just sink down more into your legs. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant. Okay, this time, we're back into our squat position. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes are pointing forwards this time. You're going to have hands on your hips, you're sinking down nice and low. You're going to take a step out to the side with your outside leg and just follow it with the inside leg. But make sure that you keep a space in between your feet. So just squat walks out to the side. Good, keeping the upper body straight. If you can't feel it, just squat down slightly lower. Just make sure that that space always remains between the 2 feet. Good, well done. And last one. Very good. And relax back up. Okay, back into our lower body stretches. So I want you to take your feet about shoulder width apart. Toes are pointing forwards. You're going to place your palms on the backs of your legs, pushing your hips out the back, leading with your chest. I want you to just slide your hands down your legs and hold. Okay, so if you're in a seated position, you can just extend your legs out in front of you, heel to the ground, and slide down with your hands. Good, just let your arms dangle out in front and slowly come back up to standing. Very good. Okay, this time, 2 feet are together, hands are on the front of the legs. Again, you're pushing the hips out the back, leading with your chest, and just sliding your hands down the front of your legs. Good, and hold. Good, and just let the arms dangle out in front. And we're reaching back up. Good, okay, this time, I want you to bring your feet about hip width apart. So they should be directly underneath your hips. You're going to leave your knees loose, okay? So not bent, but they're soft. I want you to put your hands on your hips, okay? And all you're going to do is keeping your chest up and straight. You're going to push your hips back. As you push your hips back, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades back, okay? So just pushing back, pushing the hips back, keeping the chest upright, and slowly coming back up. So again, pushing the elbows back, pushing the shoulder blades together, just as you push your hips back. If you can't feel it, push your hips back even further. Good, well done. And we'll do a couple more. Brilliant, and we'll make this our last one. Very good. Okay, onto your ankles. So you can hold onto a wall for balance if you need to. If not, just place your hands on your hips, or you can do these from a seated position. You're just going to choose one leg to start with. You're going to tap your heel into a spot on the ground and then tap your toe in the same spot. So heel to toe. Again, done nice and slowly. Don't bang the heel down on the ground. Just lower it very gently. Good, well done. Now, if you can, lift your knee up slightly higher. Brilliant, and we'll change over legs. Okay, so again, just tapping the heel down on a spot on the ground and then your toe in the same spot. So heel to toe. Good, well done. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay. This time, feet are still together, hands are on hips or on the wall. You're just going to point your toe into the ground and slowly circle at the ankle. So very, very slowly. And change direction. Good, and the other leg. So toe into the ground and just slowly circle in. And change direction. Very good, okay. Just standing up tall. I want you to just let your arms hang by your side. And like we did earlier before, I just want you to turn from your upper body to look over your shoulder and just let those arms swing by your side. So keep your hips locked in place. You should feel slightly looser than you did when we started. So try and look a little bit further over your shoulder. And we'll make this our last one. Brilliant, okay. Well done everyone today. That was really, really good. So I hope you enjoyed the session and found it beneficial. So those are lots of different stretches just that you can do at home in your own time. They really do have lots of benefits, okay. So really, really good for the likes of mobility, flexibility, reducing the risk of falls, injuries. So they're really, really good for your bones, joints and muscles, okay. So do try and do them in your own time at home. Okay, we'll be mixing it up a wee bit next week, still doing the full body dynamic stretches. We'll be using the wall a wee bit more to do a bit more wall work, okay, and a wee bit more upper body work rather than lower body. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend and your bank holiday Monday, and I will see you all next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.